Hello, everybody. Swamp Fox News, cooks, and reviews coming at you with another 9 o'clock newscast news blast. Hope everybody's doing well tonight and looking forward to the show. Let me give it a minute or two, as usual, to let some people get in here and we'll get started. Got a good show tonight. Kim J, how you doing, my dear? Hope you're doing well. You see all them indoctrinated people in Tim's channel. I tell you, you gotta love them. Autotron, what's up, my brother? Thank you for being here. I'm glad you're doing good, Kim. That's awesome. I hope you're feeling better these days. Oregon Rogue, thank you for being here. Man, y'all don't even know. Literally, I'm running on about 4 hours sleep in 48 hours. If y'all seen the video last night where I left at 1:30 from cutting that hunk of steel, then I came home, took a shower, got something to eat. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. All y'all in here got 2 likes. One of them's me. uh, anyway, so I ate. Bev Trader, thank you for being here. So I ate, took a shower, took a shower, I ate, watched a little TV. I finally fell asleep about 4:30, and then I had to set my clock for 7 because I had to have the saw that I rented back by 8 o'clock so I wouldn't get. Thank you, Kim. I know you did, darling. I'm just picking when I tell people that. Vet Tech Kimmy, how are you not a mod? I thought you had already been here. Let me rectify that right now and make you a mod. Everybody make sure you go to Vet Tech Kimmy's page and follow her, show her some love. She's actually a great person. Louie, thank you for being here. Dylan Shea, thanks for showing up. We'll go ahead and get started on the show. UK Brahmi, what's up, buddy? Bev Trader, if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Sewer Dog. But yeah, so anyway, fell asleep about 4:30, got up at 7, went to the rental company, dropped off the saw, came back, and then I got back, it was probably about 8:30. And then, oh, no problem. Glad to have you here, Vet Tech Kimmy. We love everybody. We want everybody to show up and be a part of our family. And so anyway, but the phone kept ringing off the hook. I had appliance company calling me about a refrigerator I had to go look at a rental company, and I had one of the owners of the place I work at calling, and which was fine. And then to deal with that, then I had the management company call me, and then I had a couple other people call me. It was just an all day thing, so I hadn't been to sleep yet. And when I'm done with this show, I got to head out and do and in one John Speedway, Lady D. I got to run out and do a service call real quick, and then I'll be done for the night. When I come home and go to bed. But I do have an appointment at 9 in the morning. So, but anyway, let's get started on these Tyrant Cop shows. All right. Hope everybody's doing well there. Thank y'all all for being here. All right. These disgusting pigs. Let's go ahead and tell on them. New York cop arrested for sexually abusing a woman with learning disabilities. I know in the caption it said something else, but there's more than one rape, so y'all bear with me. Um, this piece of crap right here sexually assaulted a woman with learning disabilities. This story is by Nathan Demoff. Nathan Demoff. A New York officer was investigating an alleged larceny when he decided to sexually abuse the suspect. Peekskill police officer Michael Agovino, Agovino, Agvino, probably because probably you don't pronounce the O. But anyway, 33 was arrested Saturday after a woman with learning disabilities turned in a 6-minute tape that was certainly recorded Agavino groping her and attempting to force her into her bedroom. Wow. It all started in July of 2019 when Agavino contacted the woman and told her she needed to meet him in public location for his investigation into her alleged larceny. Once the woman denied stealing the money, Agavino ordered her into his patrol car to take her home to search her house for the stolen money, according to the complaint. But when they arrived at her home, Agavino ordered her to strip for him to search her. The woman was in fear for her life due to his authoritative power, as well as him being armed. So she complied. Wow. Once she was unclothed, Agavino groped her breasts, saying she had beautiful breasts, according to the complaint. As Agavino was leaving, he told her he would be back to arrest her if he found out she did indeed steal the money. He came back days later in uniform, unannounced, but not to arrest her. Agavino illegally entered her house and tried to intimidate her by telling her he was going to arrest her based on the evidence he found, according to the complaint. The woman tried telling Agavino that she has blood pressure issues and needed to take her medicine. Agavino refused to allow her to take it and gave her an ultimatum. He told her to either strip once more or perform oral sex on him. Still in fear, the woman chose to strip down again for Agavino. Agavino fondled himself through his clothes, according to the complaint. Agavino showed up once more in uniform on January 26 and became hostile. He demanded for her to strip and let me see that. She repeatedly told him no numerous times, so he groped her over her clothes. He attempted to force her into the bedroom, according to the complaint. His demands were met with an even louder no. The January 22nd interaction was secretly recorded by the woman who turned the tape over to authorities. Agavino was charged with 3 sex-related charges: first-degree sexual abuse, first-degree stalking as a sexual motivated felony, and second-degree burglary as sexually motivated felony. Woohoo! It's about time. He is currently being held on $50,000 bail in Westminster County Jail in Valhalla. It is unknown if he has an attorney. Peekskill Police Department took to Facebook to release press release saying they are cooperating with investigation of the officer. It's about time. That little scumbag right there. See, that's the kind of people that they hire now. But luckily for once, so far in tonight, we found a little bit of, it ain't justice until they're tried and actually sitting in prison. Just arresting them is not justice. It's the start of justice. But they have to actually be tried, convicted, and do some time over it. And I don't mean to slap on the wrist with a little bit of probation. That is not time. They wouldn't do that for us. Okay. This next story. Former Florida cop arrested, charged with killing man during bar fight. Nathan Demoff. The story is by Nathan Demoff. A Florida officer was patronizing a bar, because he was an officer, but he's fired now, so that's why they said former. Patronizing a bar and ended up shooting and killing another patron before fleeing the scene. A former Florida cop, now working as a security guard, was off duty when he shot and killed a man. Oh, I guess I was wrong about that. A man during a bar fight earlier Sunday morning, according to the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. Former Riviera Beach police officer Jason Gilbert was arrested and charged with homicide Monday, a day after a violent bar scuffle ended deadly. Gilbert, 42, was patronizing Blue Bar Tavern on February 16th, within less than 2 miles from his house, according to the Palm Beach Post. The scuffle started between Gilbert and Aaron Small inside the bar and escalated outside. It was around 3:30 a.m. when Gilbert reportedly shot Small before fleeing the scene. No longer protected by his blue privilege, Small was rushed to the hospital where he later died. Gilbert was booked into Palm Beach County Jail and is being held without bond. Circuit Judge Ted Boris also ordered Gilbert to have no contact with communications with Small's family, witnesses, and the bar. Gilbert worked with the Riviera Police Department from February 2001 until 2007. when he voluntarily left. It is currently unclear why he left. Photograph is not a crime. Has requested a copy of his registation. You know what I'm saying. After business hours, and will update once again. Once they have received a copy. Since he resigned, he has been working as a security guard in Wellington, a village in Palm Beach County. A public defender is currently representing him. Scumbags, man. They get that gun and that badge, and even though he ain't nothing but a security guard, he still thinks he's got some power. Luckily, he's been arrested. And here you go with the crooked judges again, of course. Idiots. 3 Indiana judges get suspended. They went to a strip club, got drunk, and shot at people. Lord have mercy. You gotta love it. That's why the cops get off, because you got corrupt judges. All of the judges were drunk, and 2 of the judges got shot during a fight. The Indiana Supreme Court has suspended 3 judges without pay after their involvement in a May 1st, 2019 shooting in downtown Indianapolis. Judge Andrew Adams, Judge Sabrina Bell, and Judge Bradley Jacobs were involved in the shooting at White Castle Burger Restaurant during a night in which all the judges were drunk. NPR reports the 3 judges were in Indianapolis for a judicial conference on April 30th, 2019. That evening, the trio went to a bar and drank several alcoholic beverages to the point of intoxication. As the early AM hours of May 1st approached, the judges decided to go to a strip club but weren't let in because it was closed. It was then the judges went to the White Castle restaurant where they got into an altercation with 2 men identified as Alfredo Vasquez, 23, and Brandon Kaiser, 41. Judge Bell stuck her middle finger at Vasquez and Kaiser as they were driving their SUV nearby. Vasquez and Kaiser then parked their SUV and got out, charging documents to tell the judges moving towards Kaiser and Vasquez prior to the fight, turning physical. A heated argument ensues between Vasquez, Kaiser, and the judges. At that moment, Vasquez and Judge Adams began punching and kicking one another, while Kaiser and Judge Jacobs wrestled one another on the ground. Vasquez tried to get Judge Jacobs off Kaiser, at what point Vasquez and Judge Jacobs began tussling, and Kaiser began to sit up. Judge Adams kicked him in the back. That is when Kaiser pulled out a gun and opened fire, shooting Judge Adams once in the abdomen and Judge Jacobs twice in the chest. The intoxicated Judge Bell then called 911. Vasquez and Kaiser then ran from the scene, but were arrested just days later and faced felony aggravated battery charges. Judge Adams and Judge Jacobs were rushed to different hospitals where Adams underwent 2 emergency surgeries, including a colon resection. Judge Jacobs also underwent 2 surgeries and remained hospitalized for 2 weeks. Now, see, the people are arrested for being a part of this fight and all, and their crimes, but what about these drunk judges that also participated in the original fight? Shouldn't they be arrested for whatever crime, disorderly, and all that stuff? No, they're never going to be. Well, at least they got suspended, though. Pennsylvania cop rapes intoxicated woman in patrol car while he was on duty. Keith Palmer. The story is by Keith Palmer. A corporal-ranked police officer promised a woman he would drop a DUI charge if she had sex with him. 53-year-old Stephen Mertz of the Pocono Mountain Regional Police has been charged with rape after police say he promised to drop a DUI charge if the driver had sex with him. Pocono Summit, PA, Mertz received oral sex and vaginal sex from the victim. Sick bastard. Excuse me, but he is. Mertz was a corporal with the police department. On October 16th, the female victim was pulled over for drunken driving in the early morning hours. WNEP News reports the 26-year-old victim failed a roadside sobriety test and was taken to the local Pennsylvania State Police barracks by Mertz for processing. Testing revealed the woman's blood alcohol concentration to be 0.147%. The victim was returned to Mertz, who told her that he could take her home if she was and was not required to see a judge for any outstanding warrants. On call, Magistrate District Judge Brian Germano permitted the victim to go home if she would report to the Magistrate District Judge Daniel Craig the next morning. According to Pocono Mountain Regional Police Chief Christopher Wagner, it is not uncommon for an officer to escort someone home in this situation such as this. When they arrived at her home, Mertz then allegedly suggested to the victim that they would not file any charges related to the driving under the influence of alcohol and asked if she would like to go home, to go somewhere more private so he could help her with the circumstances. The victim told the investigators that she expected that Mertz would expect a sexual favor, and she went along with him because she felt desperate to get out of the DUI charges. According to police documents, Mertz drove down the street and parked at a nearby cul-de-sac, opened the passenger rear doors, and stood in front of the victim. The victim asked Mertz wanted oral sex, to which Mertz allegedly responded, "That will help," or something similar. Sick guy. The victim provided oral sex to Mertz. Mertz then picked the woman up, turned her around, and said that he was going to have sex with her. The affidavit states that Mertz put on a condom and penetrated her, ejaculating into the condom. Mertz allegedly proceeded to take the victim home, kiss her, and provide her with a business card with his phone number, the name of the judge she needed to visit in the morning, and the name of the towing company. Mertz then left. The victim contacted police to report a sexual encounter with Mertz. Mertz was arrested by detectives from the district attorney's office, criminal investigation division, and charged with rape and other sexual offenses, as well as offenses related to bribery of an official oppression. It's about time, huh? How y'all like the not many videos so far, and ain't over with, but at least some good stories of them getting arrested so far. You gotta love that. My dude got some videos coming, y'all. It's coming. New York judge arrested in alleged connection to multi-million-dollar scheme. Once again, the reason why the police get away with what they do, because the judges are just as corrupt. This is a story by Keith Palmer. Keith Palmer, y'all. Brooklyn judge Sylvia Ash was arrested at LaGuardia Airport. She's accused of deleting evidence from an iPhone. The state Supreme Court judge in Brooklyn has been charged after prosecutors say she tried to help a now convicted embezzler get away with stealing millions of dollars. Judge Sylvia Ash, 62, is currently the presiding judge of Kings County Supreme Court Commercial Division and has served as a state judge since 2006. Ash has been arrested on obstruction of justice and conspiracy charges in connection with a multi-million-dollar fraud scheme. Federal prosecutors said Ash tried to help cover up crimes committed by Municipal Credit Union former CEO Cam Wong. Wong pled guilty in the embezzlement scheme. Ash was arrested at LaGuardia Airport in October 2019. According to the Department of Justice, Ash tried to help obstruct a federal criminal investigation while serving a chair of the board of the districts for Municipal Credit Union. Wow. Well, we'll follow up in that story and see what happens. Hopefully she gets a lot of prison time. And okay, here goes your video. Let's see here. Bear with me just a second. Let me say hi to some people in the house. Make sure I got everybody. Bev Trader, Lady D, Louie. What's going on? Vet Tech, got you.
We went from a
John
welfare
Speedway.
check to a woman being killed by the
Oh,
cops.
sorry about that. Gosh darn it. Here we go. Sorry. Anyway, John Speedway. Yeah, Trader. Oh, Shane. We got somebody new in the house, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go to Shane, who Shasta's channel. You're now a mod, Shane. We appreciate you being here.
Outrage.
Welcome to the family. Y'all make sure y'all go to his channel and follow him. Show him some love. All right. Oh, we got Evan Wade in the house. Evan Wade, thank you for coming. Appreciate you being here. You're now a mod. Everybody make sure y'all go to Evan's channel. Check him out. We got some new family members in the house tonight, y'all. I'll make sure y'all show them some love. Show them how we do it here. All right. Here goes the last. This is actually a video. We'll let y'all watch it. Tell me what you think.
Is building over the actions of a Fort Worth, Texas police officer. Saturday morning, just before 2:30 a.m., police were called to the home of 28-year-old Tatiana Jefferson.
Oh, just to say, I did this story months ago, but somebody asked me to do a recap.
Police picks up what happens next. After police peer through the front door, they walk the perimeter of the property when suddenly, police say, an officer spots someone standing near a window. Put your hands up! Show me your hands up! The medical examiner identified the woman who the officer shot as Jefferson. She died at the scene. James Smith says he's the concerned caller who first alerted police.
I feel guilty because had I not called the police department, my neighbor would still be alive today.
In a statement, Fort Worth police said their officer drew his weapon and fired a single shot after, quote, perceiving a threat. In addition to the body camera footage, investigators released this still photo showing the firearm inside the house. CNN legal analyst and criminal defense attorney Joey Jackson cautions not to jump to any conclusions.
Here you go.
The only conclusions to jump to is like I told you guys. Never call the police to do a welfare check on someone you know or someone you love, because you might not love the person, you might just know them, and you want to check on them. Well, if you're concerned that much, then get in your car and go check on them yourself. Or if you're not in the same vicinity where getting in a car wouldn't work, call somebody around there that you may know and ask them. And then if not, if there's no other alternative but to call the police, then just don't call the police, because I'm going to keep bringing y'all cases throughout the week of welfare check murders, of people who was not bothering nobody at their homes, bothering nobody, and because somebody that supposedly cared about them, and I'm sure that person did care about them, sent the police over there to do a so-called welfare check on them, and now they're dead. They're murdered. Nevaeh, how are you? Let me fish and stuff when you go live. Why am I always doing I don't know why you're always doing that. But 9 o'clock is my showtime from now on. I did a poll the other day and asked everybody what the best time was. By 67% of the vote, 9 p.m. was it. So I'll be doing them 5 nights a week. I'll be bringing news shows. And on the sixth night, I'll be doing my cooking show on Saturdays, 9 p.m. So I'll be looking forward to that. But, you know, that's the thing. I know that people care. When I was down and out, somebody called and had the police come knocking on my door, and then finally they wasn't gonna leave, and I was scared they was going to maybe breaking in. So I walked out my back porch door, and I hollered at them, and they said, "Come talk to us." I ain't coming out there. Call my lawyer. Gave my lawyer's name and number. I told him to leave my property, that I was fine, I wasn't gonna hurt myself, and just to leave. And I'm not opening the door, and it was 2 cops. They did leave, but Sade, what's up, my brother? Thank you for being here. I love you too, my brother. I got that from my mom. She raised me to be to try to be a good person and to love everybody, and I just want to honor her with doing that every day if I can. Be here to help, love, and support each and every one of you every day. Y'all have my phone number here. I'm gonna post it. Anybody can call me. And you know, I had somebody go, "Oh no," in their chat the other day when I posted it. he thought that it was my regular number. He was like, trolls, trolls, trolls. I'm like, no, this is a Swamp Fox News phone number. It's not my business number. And it's an Android, so if trolls call me, I block them, and they never can call again, so it's no problem. So just so y'all know, anybody that needs just somebody to talk to, or a friend, or you just want to say hi, or you need, prayer or something like that, or help with something, if I can do it, I will. Just call me. I can always pray for you. If you need to know how to, no problem, Kim. Thank you. If you need to know how to fix something, electrical, plumbing, wood rot, garbage disposal, water heater, just let me know. I'll do a video on it. Matter of fact, I've done several videos on some things. Eric Johnson, what's up, my brother? Appreciate you being here. Almost drywall. Hey, did you ever get that water heater fixed? Did you ever? And if not, awesome. Yeah, no problem. Bev, that's what I'm here for. I'm glad to help anybody. So, thank you, Lady D. You are all amazing yourself in each and every way. I mean, don't get me wrong. I had people, a bunch of you guys and gals would text me and email me and send me voicemails and emails and everything else, just trying to keep me built up and help me get through my hard time. And it really did. And I appreciate it. And I'm humbled by it. And the ones that stuck with me and held out strong, and I told you when I could come back I would. Now I'm back. I want y'all to know how humbled I am by everything y'all did, and I love you guys, each and every one of you. You guys and gals mean so much to me. You owe me a return. You're absolutely right. Oh, did you call me? I hadn't called you back. Now if you heard, I don't know if you was here when I first started, but I've had 4 hours sleep in 48 hours, and I'm about to go do another service call, so that's probably why I have not checked my Swamp Fox phone in 2 days, y'all, so I'm sorry for that. But when I do talk to you again, I thought I gave you my other number. Nevaeh, I will give you my other number, so it's easier to reach me on that 709 number. Let's see, John Speedway is now spoken with there. Also, remember Big Tim Hill News. He's not far away. He's about 100, and I think about 180 or 175 away from hitting his 1,000 followers. So please make sure that we go to his channel if you're not, and show him some love. And everybody check with each other's channels in here tonight. Make sure that everybody is following each other's channels, and let's make sure we get everybody to 1,000. John Speedway. 127. Oh, he's 127 away now. That's awesome. So he's 127 away. Big Tim Hill News. And now listen, I wanted to also tell y'all this. I told some people last night, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Hold on. Hey, stop it! They want to come in. So I was telling people this last night. There you go. There's Big Tim Hill News right there. Click on it. Make sure that you're following him. Now, a couple things. Every one of you are mods, so if y'all want to post links in my chat, you can. If you want to go to your channel and find a video and then hit share, when you hit share, it'll pull up and then it'll say copy. You press copy. Once you hit copy, then you come to my page and go over my chat and hit your right click button. It'll come up with your paste, and you hit paste and it'll post a link in there. Now, I suggest if you're posting your links to your channel or videos in your channel, then you say, hey, this is, Eric Johnson, here's my rip video where I was ripping it up on the guitar, and he really does do a great job, so you might want to go watch that. But I would suggest putting a caption in there about what the video is, so people know, and then they can go watch it if they want to. Now, that's one thing. That's awesome, Vet Tech Kimmy. You call me anytime you want. I'm always here to help anybody. If I miss your call, like Nevaeh's telling me, I will miss your call, because I'm not perfect, but I will call you back. And then once I talk to you on the phone, I won't post my regular number here, but my office number that I have all the time, my work cell phone, then you can start calling me on that, and it'll be an easier way to get in touch with me. Louis, you've always been a great dog. You gotta save my life. Hey, buddy, you're awesome too, Louis. You're my brother, you know that. But yeah, definitely check out Eric. If you're into music and guitars, he's got some good rips on there. He can get down on the guitar. And again, we're always just trying to build each other up and be here for each other and help each other out, bring a little bit of news. Some people audit, and some people just talk and cut up and have a good time. I love each and every one of you, and want you always to come back and enjoy the show and hang out with me. And y'all are part of my family. And again, I'm Sewer Dog. I tell you, you know, just like when he came down here and stayed, we hung out, had a great time. Jeff is here, Otis, Carolina Auditor came down, and you know, I'll help anybody I can. Me and Sewer Dog made trips to Indiana, going down there, moving in from Indiana to Georgia. I don't know if y'all remember that, but y'all need to, the ones that don't know Sewer Dog, you need to get to know him, because he's a little rough under the collar. You know, he does cuss a little bit and stuff like that, but you know, who don't? And you can't look at the way he cusses a little bit, the type of person he is, because he really is a good-hearted person. So look past that, and he is trying to clean up his act a little bit, but give his videos a try, because most of them are just peace, love, and prosperity to everybody, you know. So you know, but that being said, I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes to go ahead and say your goodbyes. I'm gonna get off the computer, so I can go ahead and get myself together, get my shoes on, and head out to the service call I got to do. I'm not in it right this second, but I'm going to give y'all a few minutes to say goodbyes. Vet Tech Kimmy, thank you for coming back to my stream. I don't know how you got unmodded, because I thought you had already been here before. I know I've seen you elsewhere when we talk in other people's chats, so maybe that's what it was, but I do thank you for showing up tonight. We appreciate you being here, and hopefully you'll come back and stay a part of our family. And as far as cooking goes, same thing. If you don't know how to cook and you want to learn, I'll teach you through videos, and you can call me for recipes. If you do know how to cook, but just like some of my recipes, and like the other day I forgot to go through, most times I go through and tell y'all a cup of this, half a cup of that, and I know I forgot to on my lumpia. So if y'all want to know that, call me. I'm supposed to send Kim email on that, and I hadn't done it yet. I've been slack. But of course you can look up lumpia recipes, and you just you can, you know, get the basic recipe and kind of just adjust it to your liking yourself. Like I said, I didn't add green beans. Some people add green beans, and I don't do that. What I made the other day is what I like. And I said sausage, y'all, was actually ground pork, and there is a little bit of a difference the way it's made when it's sausage over ground pork. So get the ground pork, not actual like breakfast sausage or Italian sausage. Make sure it's just ground pork, and flavor it yourself. Bye, John Speedway. Thank you for being here, brother. I appreciate you showing up. Y'all make sure y'all go see John Speedway. Now, he's over 1,000 followers, but he's got great videos, and he's got some good Second Amendment videos, too. He stands his ground. All right, listen, later to all of y'all. I hope y'all have a great night. Let's remember people in our prayers. Kim J for fatigue, and Sewer Dog for headaches. Myself for headaches and tiredness. Let's remember Harry Bonsell recently had a death in the family. And Oklahoma Community Watch, his mother is passing soon, and any minute, and you know, he needs our love and prayers too. And so that being said, y'all call me if you need me. If not, I'll see you tomorrow night at 9 p.m. for our newscast news blast. Tyrant Hunter Cop Show. Love you all. God bless.